Hey guys, Ghost of August here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are questing around High Isle. Why? Because it's High Isle and I'm a high elf. Kind of made sense at the time. May or may not have flipped a coin for it. Anyway, I'm going to speak to Ladlo Menant.
Steer clear of Tor Dreok, stranger. Those strange moats are everywhere. I saw one of them turn a cow into a person. I'm getting out of here before one of them gets me. I'm not spending the rest of my days as a farm animal.
What's wrong?
I don't know. I was just trying to cut through the area around the old wizard's tower there when I spotted those strange moats. It was chaos. Unnatural things started happening, and then one of the moats started chasing me.
Do things like that happen often there?
No, not that I've ever seen. And I take that shortcut almost every day. The Magister who lives there and his Khajiit assistant, Ember, are nice enough. I hope they're all right. But I'm not crazy enough to go back. You look brave. Maybe you could?
I'll go see what's going on. Alright, looks like I have a quest. Would help if it, actually keeps the quest I wanted. But hey ho. Can't ask for everything. Ugh, Spriggans! No. If there's one thing in this world I don't like, it's Spriggans. They're my number one pet peeve. They're not my, yeah, they are my number one pet peeve. They might not be the worst thing in ESO, but, you know, they are annoying. So I'll happily call them my number one pet peeve.
Get back here, you stupid thing!
Well, that's nice.
I hope you don't mind me saying so, but you look like someone who's good at cleaning up messes. I've got a big one for you, if you're up for it. I'd pay you for your time, but I need someone quick on their feet. This mess is turning into a crisis.
What's going on?
I was experimenting with a spell while my mentor, Magister Iren, was away, but the magic went awry. If it doesn't get dealt with, it's going to spread beyond this area and harm a bunch of innocent people. I can't fix it on my own, so I need help.
How can I help?
I need to develop a counterspell, but first the protective wards around the area need to be restored by someone other than myself, so I don't taint the magic. That's where you come in. Like I said, if you help, I can pay.
I'll help you reset the wards.
Hold still. You'll need this unless you want to spend the next few hours as a sheep. Not as glamorous as it sounds. And here, take these crystals. You'll need them to restore the wards. The first one is in the meadow just up the hill to the north.
Okay. Let's go head to the wards then. Always love a good field trip. Don't particularly want to be a sheep though. I can't imagine that would be very fun. I accidentally killed a rabbit.
I'm going to catch... That's one ward restored. Let's go fix the next one. I really should have paid more attention to Magister Iren when he was explaining how these protective wards work. I should have paid more attention to him in general, actually. The next one is in the glade. It's just across the way to the west.
Will restoring the wards return everything to normal here?
Unfortunately, no. The wards are just to keep the unstable magic inside the bounds of Tordrea. That way, I can work on a counterspell without worrying about the original spell spreading.
How did you know about the wards in the first place?
Magister Iren made sure I knew what they were and what purpose they served as soon as he took me on as an apprentice. He wanted me to be familiar with as much as Tordreac as possible, or at least the parts that keep it safe.
Fair enough. Am I going to find out that he's been turned into a sheep? I hope not. Then again, I suppose there's worse things in the world than being turned into a sheep. I could have been turned into a cow. That's somewhat worse than a sheep. Just saying. This is pretty. And looks like the law book's not in easy reach, so I'm not going to bother with it. I heard an angry Spriggan. I don't want angry Spriggans. I'm good, thank you. Or not angry Spriggans, for that matter. Just no Spriggans in general, please. I will take the iron ore, though.
Oh, you're a natural. Maybe you should have been Magister Iren's apprentice.
No thanks. I don't want to be a sheep. I'm just saying. Let's get the Sky Shard. I always like to get the Sky Shards if they're close. Never know when I'm going to need the skill points. And God knows I do go through a lot of Sky Shards. Unfortunately. Okay, let's get into the cave. Nice. Oh. Well, that wasn't so nice.
This is the last one. Let's get this over with quick. That's all the wards. Let's talk outside. I need to figure out what to do next.
Sorry about that, guys. I really desperately had to sneeze.
I know my rogue spell is to blame for most of the weirdness happening around Tordreok, but it almost seems like these damned moats are becoming dangerous. They're doing more than just mischievous magic. Fish biscuits. I need to figure this out.
Why would they turn dangerous?
I'm not sure. The moats aren't new. They're always hanging around Tordreok. I think they're drawn to places like this. But there was nothing in my spell that should have made them act malevolent. And there are a lot more around than usual.
Should we do something about them?
Yes, I can make traps to contain them, but I'm still worried about their behavior. While I work on the traps, could you head into the tower and look to Magister Iren's things? He might have a book with more information about the moats.
I'll search for the Magister's things in the tower.
See if you can find anything in the tower about the moats. I'll meet you there and start on the traps.
Oh, that feels a bit weird though. I'm going through someone's things. I don't know how to feel about that. Other than to feel a bit icky.
This is ridiculous. I knew Magister Iren should never have taken in a mangy cat like you.
Relax, Huldressa. I'm working on it.
A mangy cat? Well, how charming is that woman? Oh, and there's a low hook. Oh yes, I'm raiding everything.
You in here? Did you find anything you... I finished the traps. Once we set them up, they should take care of the moats. Then I can sort out the livestock in Huldressa, and at some point create a counterspell to fix everything for good. Did you learn anything useful?
I found a book that mentions a wind spirit associated with the moats in this area.
Oh, I read that one, with the wind sorrow lady, right? Oh, what if my spell disturbed her and that's why the moats are acting up? That's troubling, and also a problem for future Ember. Let's focus on one thing at a time. Or two things, actually.
Which are?
The traps are finished, but the livestock and Huldressa are still a problem. I want to figure out a way to return them all to their natural forms before the illusion does any damage. Could you set the traps while I do that?
Where shall I set them?
Here, I'll mark some places to set the traps. They're in a pack by the work tables outside. While you do that, I'll figure out how to fix the livestock and Huldressa. Then I can work on my counterspell. Meet me by the livestock pens when you're done.
I'll go set the traps.
Good luck setting up the traps. I'll meet you by the life.
Just gonna do one thing. Because I realise I haven't done it. Whoops. Moat trap. Another moat trap. Another moat trap. And one last moat trap to place, which is here. Hey, nice.
All right, let's get you. You're back. The traps worked, didn't they? See, I told you I know what I'm doing. Mostly. Speaking of which, I think I figured out a way to return the livestock to their original forms.
How?
I made something. I know it looks like a spoon, but, well, technically it is a spoon, but I enchanted it. And I call it the Spoon of Undo. I just tested it on those chickens. It removes the illusions perfectly.
Why is it so important to remove the illusions from the livestock?
Normally I wouldn't bother, but illusions can be disorienting and cause terrible headaches. I don't want any of the animals suffering while I come up with my counterspell. Oh, and Huldressa. I suppose I don't really want her suffering either.
What can I do to help?
Here, take the Spoon of Undo. If you could run around and fix the livestock and Huldressa, that will give me a chance to finally whip up this counterspell. By the time you're finished, I'm sure I'll have something figured out.
I'll take your enchanted spoon and help the livestock. You work on your counterspell.
Just look around for people making animal noises. I'm sure they won't be hard to find. And tell them I'm sorry when you change them back, would you? As for Huldressa, I'm all in favor of leaving her as a guar. Just kidding. Kind of.
Okay.
I'll be in the tower working on the counterspell. Come find me when you're done.
Wait, sheep. I mean, that thing's back to a sheep. And we've got cows to sort out. Are we turning people into cows or... Okay, yeah. Humans into cows. Very, very strange. Enjoy being a cow once again. I guess. I don't know what the hell is going on. Wait, Kwa! Come on! Kwa! Come back here!
Was I just a wall? This is all Emma's fault.
I mean, I was all in favour of leaving her as a Kwa as well, to be fair. I'm just saying, she seems like an absolute arse.
I assume Huldressa is back to her charming self? I've run into a problem. I have good news and bad news. The good news is that I've nearly finished my counterspell, but I need to find a tome called The Mirrored Way to complete it. I know Magister Iren has it, but it's not with the rest of his books. That's the bad news.
Why is that bad news?
Because if the mirrored way isn't with the rest of his things, it's probably locked away in his arcane library. The library he specifically forbids me from entering. The tome I need has to be in there. Without it, I can't make the counterspell.
What should we do?
Magister Irin has warned me not to enter his library 1,000 times. But these are special circumstances. There will probably be some magical traps inside meant to keep me out. So I'll need your help getting the book while I deal with them.
I'll help you get the book.
Once we find the mirrored way in Magister Irin's library, I can finish my counterspell. I just hope the old man wasn't serious about putting something dangerous inside to keep me out. He was definitely kidding. Had to be. Come on, let's go. Follow me. The library is downstairs.
Awesome.
Give me just a moment to pick the lock.
I like her.
All right, let's get in and out as quick as we can. I don't sense anything. Maybe the old man was bluffing. This should...
I warned you, Ember.
This spell is specifically targeting me. I'll figure out a way down. You just focus on getting the book. That's it, you got it! Now, let's get out of here before I set off something else. Magister Irin, I didn't know the old man had it in him. He had something to target me specifically. What a sneaky old goat. Good thing I had you with me. You managed to get the book, right? Let me see it.
Here, take it.
Let me take a look. No, not that. That would be bad. What about this? Oh, here it is. It's Amahan ist Exis, not Gahan Amexis ist. Good thing I checked. See? That's personal growth right there.
What does that even mean?
2 different arcane glyphs. They do entirely different things when written and pronounced aloud. The second one is what I need for my counterspell. Now, all that's left is to get to the old ritual circle and cast this. I'll need your help again.
Ready when you are.
The counterspell should set everything right in Tordrayak. Things will be just as Magister Irin left them, and I won't have to face his furrowed brow. I'll need your help at the ritual site. Casting a spell this big is a 2-person job. The ritual circle is just up the hill. I'll meet you there.
No problem.
I'm here. First, we need to set the ritual flames. There's 3 around the site. I'm here. First, we need to set the ritual flames. There's 3 around the site.
She scared the ever living shit out of me.
Light the 3 other flames. I'll get the one up there.
One, 2, 3.
Almost there. It's done. The spell is set. Follow me. We should be able to see it materialize. Any second now. We did it! Come on, let's get back to the tower.
You to work under these conditions. I was turned into a guar. A guar!
Of course, Huldressa. I promise to address the situation.
See that you do.
Huldressa sold me out, didn't she?
Let me speak to your associate first, Ember. So, you were witness to the events here, and as I understand it, you had a hand in bringing them to an end. For that, I thank you. But if you'll indulge me, I do have a few lingering questions. What in the world happened?
Amber had a spy that went awry.
I don't know what I expected, leaving her to her own devices here, even temporarily. Ember and Trouble are old friends. I can still feel the repercussions of this spell gone awry, as you say. Do I have you to thank for rectifying it?
Ember already had an idea on how to fix it before I got here. I just helped.
I see. As trying as she can be, she truly is a talented mage. She can be impatient, but given her natural inclination to magic, it's understandable. I always knew I was perhaps not the best teacher for her.
What do you mean?
I took her in because I knew I couldn't leave someone as skilled and impulsive as her to her own devices. But I have neither the time nor aptitude to teach her properly. It's my own failing. Speak to her, would you? I must collect my thoughts.
I'll talk to Amber. Amber.
Don't worry. Ember isn't in any trouble. While I am not pleased about my traumatized cook, I must concede that everything is back in order and the consequences of Ember's magic weren't dire. Still, I must consider what to do now.
Hey, you! Let's talk while Magister Irin collects... I thought Magister Irin would be as mad as a wet dragon, but he looks amused. It's probably because he's wanted to turn Holdressa into a guar at some point. He just won't admit it. And the fact that we fixed it all before he got here helped.
Do you think he'll push you harder at your magic studies now?
Well, I've been thinking. I'm grateful to Magister Irin, but sitting and reading about magic has little appeal to me. This whole thing just proved to me that I'm too restless here. I want to do magic, not just study it. Go on adventures, see things.
Are you saying you want to leave?
I think it's time. I've been given good training here, but I still have a lot to learn. For me, the best teachers are curiosity and experience. I learn best by doing, so I need to get out in the world and continue my training.
So what's next for Ember the Sorcerer?
Ember the Sorcerer. I like the sound of that. But that can come later. First, take this. It's not much, but you deserve it. I think we made a good team today. If you ever need a sorcerer who has your back, let me know. We'd have some fun.
Yay!
Magister
Oh,
Irin,
and I'm level 5.
grateful for your teaching and your patience. But I think it's time for me to move on.
The world is an excellent teacher for one of your talents, Ember. Would you invite me occasionally?
I should go pack my things. And say goodbye to Holdressa. Not a chance.
I've got a new companion, so I now have Amber. Ember even. As a companion.
Ha! I knew you missed me.
Which is going to be fun to... Well, it's going to be fun to play with and really help me in my adventures. Anyway, thank you so much guys for watching. This has been Ghost of Orchids and doing some quests to collect, well, a new companion. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate all of you. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.